Hi guys, Roxanne here from Tiny Home Living. Well, we have our second day of rain. Rained quite a bit in the night, last night and the night before, which is great. Hopefully us getting the garden in a week or so late won't make any difference because we're supposed to have some rain for almost every day for the next 2 weeks. So that's going to be good for the fruit trees, the rhubarb, the berry bushes, everything. So I'm really happy about that. We also found out that chickens don't mind rain. Ruby and the babies were even out in the rain yesterday, so didn't even know that much about chickens. So we're going to go move the meat tractor. Even though it's rainy out, the chickens need some fresh grass, and check on Ruby and the babies. And I'm going to do some indoor stuff today. I'm going to try and get my world famous lemon squares made so that we have a treat for the guys when they do the barn. But before I get started with that, I just want to ask you to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. Let's get going. The chickens don't seem to have a problem with the rain at all. They're out, and they were out in the field, and I suppose there's lots of bugs in the rooms. Just gonna check on Ruby and the babies. There she is. Yeah, they're not staying inside. There's Ruby and the babies. Yeah, they're out and about. Oh, look at that little guy with the clover in his mouth. The other guy's chasing him. One's got a... Oh, now he found his own clover. They're gonna be 3 weeks old this coming weekend. I thought they were 3 weeks old at all, but I was confused. Quite a big difference in size. So they're so fast. Who's a good girl, Ruby? You having some clover? Yeah, you're such a good mommy. Yes, you are. I mean, it's not even drizzling right now, but they don't seem to mind. Look at this little guy looking right at me. Now he's gonna run to Mama. Can't wait to see how many hens we get. See if we add to our laying hens again. Now that we know we can sell the eggs. That guy's taking his clover way over to the corner. Don't know what that's about. They all go to her. There's Hazel the baby stealer just outside the pen. Yeah. Why didn't you go sit on some eggs? Justify your existence. Now I've got my crust made. I put the ingredients in it last night so I could sort of streamline things today. So I've got my crust made. These are the pans that I was referring to when I was talking about the wood cook stove. The oven in that wood cook stove, the 30-inch size, the number 5, would have been too narrow for these pans. I don't know if I would have been able to put them in this way, but anyway, I got the bigger one, and this is why. I have so many of these pans in the deep size, and then I have a whole way more of these in cookie sheets. Plus I also have the plastic lids that go over them that fit all of my pans. So that was why I didn't want to get the smaller size oven, so that I could accommodate all of these pans, because I am thinking about doing the farmers markets. Now I have my little sous chef here with me today. She's so much help. If she thinks there's any morsel of food that might come her way, she sits here like my little watchman. Don't forget, parchment paper is your friend. And lemon zest is worth its weight in gold. Fresh lemon juice, fresh lemon zest to put in your squares or your pies or anything. Can't go wrong. Now what I've done is I put the crust in there fairly evenly with the food processor, and I put another piece of parchment over top, and I roll it with this little roller to get it all nice and even and flat, because, you know, I'm a little OCD. Now that is about as flat as you can get it if you're seriously OCD. Now I just want to mention something. You can see how I have it pressed just up a little bit on the parchment paper, or do it on the pan. I have had this happen a few times where the liquid seeped. If you have a little crack in the corner or something, the liquid seeped under the crust. What a mess. And of course it was heartbreaking because I was so busy. I had customers banging on the door if I dared run out of these lemon squares. So to ruin a whole pan like this, a pan this size, oh, and then of course you have to eat it yourself. But anyway, just so you know, like whether you're using a pan or the parchment paper, seal it up against the pan on the edges, because the liquid will run underneath the crust and it will ruin your lemon squares. So they're kind of a mucky mess, and they kind of go more like jelly, which isn't bad to eat, but you can't sell them that way. So note to self. So now I just use this little hand blender to, I found the power mixer, like a little hand blender, made too many bubbles. So this worked just perfect. I was whisking it for the longest time, and it's no wonder I have problems with my wrists, but I find this little thing works great. I'm astonished at the difference in color with using my own eggs, of course, instead of the store-bought eggs. I did just recently see a video that said they're now feeding chickens dye to make the yolks more orange, like fresh eggs. So of course those dyes are not good for anybody, but especially not good for children. Dyes in everything. So this is basically all I have to do is mix it with this little hand blender, and then I mix in the flour last and pour it in the pan. Well, I have to pre-bake the crust for 15 to 20 minutes, and then you pour this in the pan and then bake them for another half an hour or so. But that's about it. Mix my flour in next, and we'll be ready to put it in the oven. I can't hardly come outside without these guys. They all just followed me to the door. I'm gonna go give them this stuff. And here, chicken. Not sure where they all are. Oh, here they come. Come on, chickens. Come on, girls. Oh, it's getting so muddy out here. Be glad when the guys get some more gravel in here. It's like mud and chicken poop. Come on, guys. Oh, here you come. Good boys and girls. Oh, some of them are already over here now. I keep forgetting to look at Mrs. Robin's nest so she doesn't make me crap myself. Oh, I know. It's so exciting. Oh, and look at Ruby's like, where's mine? My babies and I need some. We'll give you guys most of it, but Ruby and the babies have to get some too. Yeah. Now, how am I going to do this? Put this bowl over here. Yeah, that's kind of yucky looking, isn't it? Let's dump some of that water out of there. There you go. There's the shells. Good for you. I know, you know there's another dish, don't you? Yeah, you know there's another dish. I need one of those body cameras because this is like impossible to do. Ew, it's plopping. Isn't it, girls? Now we'll see if they like that. Yep, seems to be a hit. What do you think, girls? Now, it's not raining, so I am going to try and come out and at least get the carrot row done. But first, Ruby's ready to bust out because she wants her share. Yes, it's not fair, is it, Ruby? I'm not sure, oops, when I should let these babies out with the rest of the chickens. I think they're too small still, so I think I'm gonna wait till they're at least 4 weeks old. They're 2 weeks old now. What do you think? Can you get the babies to eat right out of there? Hmm? Do you think the babies will eat out of the dish? Yep, that's her noise. Okay, I'll get back a bit. Now she dropped some on the ground and then they ate it. I don't know if that dish is too deep for them. Oh no, not at all. I'm underestimating them again. Look at these guys. You got your own. Ruby and the babies have to have some. Look at that little guy took a piece of something out of the dish and went way over there. So cute. Actually, they're getting to that stage where they're going to start getting really ugly. Till all their feathers come in. They're part fluff and part feathers now. But I mean, that one there, his feathers are way darker than the one beside him. So there is a big difference in some of them, I think. It'll be interesting to see. No white ones, like WP. Oh, they're perching on the edge of the dish. Isn't that something? They're not having any trouble at all. Oh, and some of them are going to fall in. Now I've got the empty bowl in my hand and they're going to follow me back to the house. Most of them are over there enjoying some, but these guys, what's your problem? Go eat some bugs. That's it. A couple times today you got treats, Rusty. You don't need any more. You stay there with your girls. You go eat some bugs. My goodness. So you can see I've got this, it's slightly golden brown and you can see where it pulls away there. That's where the stuff will go down in there. So I'm going to get the filling in and get it in the oven. Now of course the only thing that could possibly make these lemon squares better is my homemade butter in the crust and my fresh eggs in the filling. I can't believe the color of this filling. That's a beautiful thing. I want to get this into the oven real quick so that it doesn't have too much time to seep underneath that crust. I'm going to put those for 20 minutes and then turn the pan for another 20 minutes. Well, these are out of the oven and smell beyond heavenly. You can see where I stuck a knife in it to see how wet it was, and then I did a couple more when I just took it out now. And when the knife comes out pretty much clean, that's when they're done. So I am going to go out and try and get another row in the garden. I finished the carrots while I was waiting for turning this. Look at these crazy chickens. Like they got no place else to go. That's what, 2, 4, 6, 7 of them. And here's Rusty. Chris is out doing something with the tractor. So I had to take a break from the kitchen and come out with Snoop. Chris has been forming up footings for the little barn instead of using all the blocks and stacking all the wood in so many pieces. So this, I mean, he might still need to stack some blocks on top of the concrete over there. This is the highest point and that's the lowest, but this will be a lot better in the long run, I guess. Well, that is one awesome looking pan of lemon squares, and I might just have to taste them later. Anyway, we're gonna have supper now. I just finished the last 3 rows of the garden. Chris is working on the footings still out back. Time to eat, and I will let you know how the lemon squares turned out. Chris just went to check the eggs and realized it was warm in the nest. They hatched. Aren't they the ugliest little things you ever saw? Ruby's gone to bed with her babies, tucked back in the back corner. The chicken that's running away there has a little frog in its mouth, and the other chickens are chasing her. I can't get a good shot of her, but the other chickens are all chasing her, wanting some. Yes, they were delicious. Gotta cut the rest of them up. I'll put some in the freezer. Meanwhile, I am tired out. Had supper, gotta do the dishes, and put my feet up. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and share this video with your family and friends. I'm trying not to laugh because I can see my hair. See you next time.